Hello and welcome back to another Omniheroes video. In this video we're just going to try and go through Nightmare from 1 to 100. Now I don't know whether or not this is going to work. Last time I wasn't able to get through Nightmare 1 to 100. I was only able to get up to around 63, something along those lines anyway. I wasn't able to push any further because I had not unlocked any of the seasonal synergy and I had not unlocked any of the artifacts either. Fortunately we've been able to do both as you can see. Well, I would show you. I tell you what, I will show you. Let's just show off the artifacts at the moment. This is what I'm running with. So we've got our additional speed, which I might change out for increased attack, and also we have the foremost common. So we've got Mistfire's damage increased by 300%, Splash Axe, Undying Shield, and the Sinful Band. You can go ahead and use other ones like the Pursuit Dart. You can use others like the Broken Wings or the Angel Wings, whatever they're called, but I found that this, applying all of those debuffs and increasing the duration, is much more effective. Now, with regards to my Hope Tree, up to 46, and as you can see, I've invested 3, 3, and 3 in my energy gain. I've invested level 2, 2, and 2 on this side, so for the energy enhancement. I've also invested 5 out of 5 for Grace of Hunters, and 5 out of 5 for Grace of Shadows as well. Those have been my priorities, getting those absolutely spot on, and we can carry on battling, and I'll just go through a couple of those choices. Now I have experimented with the Grace of Banish, Grace of something, well anyway, the Banish effect on that slot 1. I've just found it to be too inconsistent, and as well it does not work higher levels. You cannot banish higher level enemies because they have the unstoppable effect. The next one is Grace of Claw. Grace of Claw works very well. Again, it suffers from the same problem that Grace of, or the Banish mechanic does, in that you need to get to that 100 energy. The 100 energy is so important before you're able to activate it. It's really important that you get up to that 100 energy and once around as a bare minimum. It's very tough to do that if your energy is not at max. So if you've not got level 5 on your 3 energy nodes that you choose to go with, and you've not got your energy up to level 3, it is pretty much impossible in order to banish enemies. So if you've got a lot of points, or a lot of the Azure beads that you can go ahead and spend, it would be beneficial for you, I guess, to use the banish mechanic in PvP specifically. Again, in PvE, not so much. And again, it's primarily because of the fact that these guys can't be banished, or you can't remove them, which is why I personally have gone with the Grace of Hunters and Grace of Shadow. So in positions 3, positions 4, those are the perks that I've gone with. Grace of Hunters does not require any energy in order to start building up. You just need to start healing in order to build up properly. Whereas Grace of Shadow, every 20 energy that you build up, you get 15% dodge on top of your dodge. Now the way this works, I believe, is every 20 energy you will get an instance of 15% dodge. It doesn't all add up together, as I have previously thought throughout the entire season, or for quite some time anyway. The Grace of Hunters primarily will give you separate procs to dodge. So if you get it up to, say, 200 energy, you will have 15% chances in order to dodge the attack. Those are applied separately. They're not applied together. So you don't technically get 150% chance to dodge. You get 10 individual chances. My apologies. 10 individual chances in order to dodge. Those are calculated at 15% each, which is why sometimes when you've got 200 energy, you can still be hit by enemy attacks. It is what it is. That's just how, I think that's how the mechanics work on it, and that's how it seems to be, to be fair. So we will have a look at this boss. Again, I'm not going to go through bosses. I've been through bosses several times before, unless for example, we get to this point. And so how do we go ahead and beat this boss? So 50% damage to one random enemy. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take out Lancelot and we're going to put in Atrops. We're going to switch these two round, and then Dahlia and Atrops can effectively do the business. And what I mean by that is hopefully we should be able to do enough damage to this boss through these holy shields in that yeah, so oof, damn, right, that was an L right off the bat. Right, okay, let's switch you around, see if that makes a difference. Probably not. I think we just need to dodge. Yeah, Atrops goes down. So is this slot 2 that seems to be the problem? So if we pop in Dahlia in this one, does the same thing happen? Yeah, so we do lose this slot 2. That is a real shame. But I think we can go ahead and lose Gaia in this one. And if we pop Elisha in this front slot as well, we might stand a bit of a better chance. No, so Gaia does go down. Maybe what we need is a way of triggering Holy Shield. So I'll be back in just 1 second. Right, so I've decided to go with all Mystifier's team. The reason that I've decided to go, well, I say all Mystifier's team. We've still got Atrops and Dahlia on this front row. But the reason that I've decided to go like this is primarily because we want to do as many corrode stacks as possible. And how we go about doing that, Atrops goes down, what a shame. But Dahlia should not at this point now, even though our back row would have gone down had we, had we not had the Undying Shield in here. As you can see, I've not changed things up, just increased speed. So I tried increasing speed to outpace these guys, but clearly it is not as effective as I thought it would be. Hopefully we'll apply enough corrode stacks to these guys in order to build up. So as you can see, increasing our max HP and increasing our damage output as well. So we weren't able to take down these holy shields. And he's still got 17 holy shields left, which is a real pain. So we didn't do any damage to him, unfortunately. All right, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so we've just jumped back in, and this is the team setup that I've gone for. The reason that I've gone for Lachesis is because every 3 rounds she will, in fact, remove 20 stacks of buff, which might help us out quite dramatically with this this enemy boss here. So as you can see, if we click on her first one, if you do get her up to 8 stars, dispels all buffs from enemies. That's really, really important, but we're nowhere near 8 stars yet, so this will have to do. Chance to dispel 20 buffs from all enemies, casts in round 2, cooldown of 3 rounds. So let's go ahead and see if this makes a difference. Now what we're trying to do, again, we can't kill these minions because they have 16 health. So for some reason, they decided to put, they deal 1 damage to themselves whenever they do a basic attack. And yeah, it looks like no, unfortunately. So that tactic has not worked. Bear with me. Okay, so we've jumped back in, and I think what I'm going to try and do is all dodge runes for Atrops. The reason that I'm going to go with all dodge runes for Atrops is so that hopefully she can survive this 1 hit. We will have to see. It would be nice in order to survive that 1 hit, and instead what we'll do, we'll pop in our, here we go. Right, so we can get some crits in here for Elisha. We can take Lachesis out. Again, I think Lachesis is okay, but I think she needs to be 8 stars in order to be super effective. But we'll see, So what happens is when you apply all dodge runes to a particular unit, that being, in this case, Atrops, we do get that stack of Holy Shield, which hopefully, no, unfortunately not. We need effectively 2 stacks of Holy Shield, so Deviant Synergy, I think, is the one to go for, but I don't have enough Deviants, so maybe this is where I have to stop the run. Yeah, so I do have Dullahan here, and I do have Baal. Yeah, I do have Baal. I could potentially unlock their Deviant Synergy if I had enough talents, but I don't. So what we can try, hold on, is if we have our 3 Glorians in here. Let's go ahead and pop in Nawi. Let's pop in Lily and Leah, and we will pop in Gloria as well. Why not? Yeah, Gloria. There we go. Right, we'll take out our Mystifiers. We'll pop in Splash Axe. So now we've got the full set, and then we can take you out, and we can find something else. Basic attacks, no. Bear with me. Okay, so this is the build that I've decided to, or that I've landed on. And the reason for that is I've just decided to go all out corrode damage. Again, my Astrid does not have her exclusive runes. I think those will be the first runes that I do buy, probably, is Astrid's runes. But again, we'll just have to see. So how quickly is Dullahan and how quickly is Dahlia going to go down? Hopefully not too quickly. So we got a lot of misses on Dullahan here. That is really, really important. I think personally. And the reason for that is because I think Dullahan would have gone down otherwise. So we're going to apply as many stacks of corrode as possible. So Dullahan does increase the corrode stack limit by 5, as well as you can see, we've got Lancelot, Talos, who increase it. Both of those two increase the corrode damage dealt, and as well, we also have Gaia, who will build up our damage reduction and increase our damage based on that. So how many stacks do we take off there? We've still got 17. It is what it is. I think it's really, really tough in order to take that out. I think we just need to apply as many of these corrode stacks as possible. So we do apply stacks and attack down here as well. And we do get another stack of Holy Shield off, hopefully down to 15. We'll see. We need Gaia to hit, I think, in order to do it, but we'll just go. We'll have to see what I might do if we fail this one. So if we don't win against this particular boss, I think I might have to go ahead and just skip through, and then I'll pause the video and come back when I have been able to do enough damage to this boss. As you can see, he's back up to 20 stacks of Holy Shield. I think it's just so silly that these guys have like 16 health and there's 15 rounds, and they only do damage to themselves when they do a basic attack. So again, I still think it's stupid. I think the way that they've done it is stupid, but it is what it is. That's just my 2 cents on it. So right, I will go ahead and skip this. I think this is a loss. Yeah, but we did get much closer this time. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to sit here and do multiple attempts. We got very close this time, but I will go ahead and pause and we'll jump back in when we do have a successful run. And it was the exact next run that did it. So it looks like Dullahan to do the most, and applying all of those corrode stacks in order to beat 25 is the way to go. No two ways about it. Just get as many corrode stacks on as possible, get as much corrode damage in as possible. Dullahan here, MVP, clearly. So let's go ahead and check how much damage this boss has taken. No, not too much actually. Is fair, but it looks like corrode has done all of the damage, and that is how you beat this boss. So just want to say thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day, and good luck.